Johnsonville, Pamplico to Florence route this past December. And it's going well. We actually have folks going to NUSC to work every day on that route. So that's been already, you know, promising. The services in other areas like Lake City, we have over 65% of our ridership in that area are senior citizens. So that is, you know, vital in that area to be able to provide that service over there. We're looking at several new things potentially. We've been talking about this for quite some time, but a connection from the lower side of Florence County, you know, the Lake City, Cades area with the NUSC building a hospital down there. My main concern is how folks are going to be able to get there, to be able to navigate from Lake City and then back toward Florence, working with several different industries. I think that's something we're going to be able to pull off this year, and there's several stakeholders will be able to assist in local funding for that. And so we are planning to move forward with that. We do have 9 buses on order currently. The chip shortage really hurt us as far as trying to get those in on time, but I do anticipate that coming in pretty soon. Timmonsville is actually becoming more and more of a big request as far as just folks calling, asking what our options are to be able to get to Florence. So that's something we will try to revisit to see. You know, I don't think that's going to end up being 5 days a week, 12 hours a day or anything, but if it was a service that could be like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday to give folks options to get to where they need to get to, that may be something we look at in the near future as well. Just a couple more, you know, items here. The 327 Business Center out there, that's something that I've recently met with Reese Foods, working with Pepsi, working with some of the other industries out there. They're looking to hire a lot more folks, and they need help. And I didn't call them; they called us and asked what we could do to be able to assist. So we started those conversations. We're looking at, excuse me, possibility of doing parking rides throughout the area to be able to help folks navigate. So, you know, if you're in the Johnsonville, Pamplico area or Lake City, Effingham, anywhere in those areas, you'd be able to, instead of paying the $4 and whatever it is now per gallon, you actually might be able to drive a mile from your house, park a vehicle in a secure parking lot, and be able to take the bus to work every day. Along with the parking rides and trying to work with these area industries, we are looking to push out a van pool program, and there's an RFP that will be going out probably within the next 60 days. And that program is similar to what we do as public transit, but it's more of a dedicated van. So if you have 6 or 7 people in a general area, they'll be able to carpool together. The one thing that's interesting is that through another resource, some other additional federal funding, we plan to offer a guarantee ride home. So the biggest issue with doing the van program is if a kid gets sick at school or something, and that parent has to go take care of that, we will have a guarantee ride home program. So within 30 minutes of them getting that call, we'll have someone there to pick them up, take them to that trip, and get them home. And we'll be able to use, you know, federal, state, local funding to be able to make that happen. And the other thing is that we are working to do a feasibility study on our current route structure. With all the change and all the growth in recent years, it's easy for us to see what the need is, but we want to bring some sets of eyes and knowledgeable folks that do this across the country, and potentially bring in a group in to be able to do a feasibility study to help us, you know, along the way, show us kind of, you know, what we might be able to do to have, you know, better resources and use our funding that we do have in a better fashion. So that's something that we do plan to happen, hopefully within this coming fiscal year, maybe next spring. So again, I want to thank Council for everything that you do, and happy to entertain any questions you might have.
Don, when I was on City Council, work on the back and forth from the Florence Center to downtown. Is that in process now? With their events there, is the is the transportation authority carrying people back and forth to downtown and into the Florence Center? Is much things have changed now and gotten better? Yeah. So from the Florence Center to downtown, we do have our Route 1 bus. That's the big option there. We haven't. The one thing that I do hope to do in the city of Florence, within the next couple of years, is actually extend our hours of operation. We run 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. It really needs to go to 9 p.m. or potentially later, because we do have a lot of folks going that second shift that are going to work, and they take us to get there, and then they're either having a taxi or walk home or find another way home. So that's something we do plan to do. I think part of that study will be to look at that area as well, try to figure out. So it would probably be the entire Flats region that we would be looking to see kind of what the need is and what our potential growth would be. With all the hotels and events out there, it just seems like it's much needed.
Yeah. plans. We are looking, obviously we see what's happening on Alligator Road, that Savannah Grove area, and